On the way, huh?
Yeah, a few little storms today. These are just kind of the appetizer. What's coming is going to be more of a colder storm that will drop temperatures below normal. Let me show you what it's like outside. This is the view off of Deer Valley's resort looking down at Jordanelle. Dark clouds off in the distance. You see these little rain shafts, and that's kind of how the day's been. Some spots have seen a little bit of rain, other spots some gushes of wind and not a lot. Even in the spots that it is raining, the totals have been very, very light. This is Ensign Peak right now looking to the south end of the valley. We've had some dark clouds come over the Ochre Mountains, some outflow wind kind of kicking up the dust out there in Magna, and we've seen some rain. We've seen a few drops out there, but nothing big. And over the next 24 hours, the story is going to shift away from the storms and head towards the wind coming ahead of a cold front. So here were these little bubble ups over the Ochres. You could see that was the line from Harriman to West Jordan, now out over towards Salt Lake City. A few showers up over the mountains to the east, more over the Uintas right now with some lightning and thunder. We've also got some rain sliding down towards Soldier Summit, over towards Manila and Flaming Gorge. As you go into central southern Utah, pockets, not big storms, just a little bit over towards Green River, a little bit more out over towards I-70 and into central Utah, south central Utah, headed down towards Lake Powell. A few spots of some showers south of Hanksville, and then more over by Monticello and Blanding. The temperatures, well, we're still 91 in Ogden, 85 in Salt Lake, 89 in Provo, 90s down towards Fillmore, 80s in Cedar City, St. George, flirting with 100. They're currently at 99, and Moab and Blanding both in the 80s. So our pattern is going to shift away from the area of high pressure that's been over the Four Corners area, kind of blossoming or kicking in some of this moisture that turns into these afternoon storms. That actually is going to retrograde ahead of a cold front that will be moving in by Wednesday night. Ahead of that front, south winds are going to pick up tomorrow, so gusty winds, 30 miles an hour, and then we're going to see temperatures stay warm tomorrow, but then the front comes through tomorrow night, and that changes everything. So the storminess starts to shift east tomorrow. The front starts to approach. We'll see some dust in the air. We'll see some smoke in the air tomorrow out of the south, and then this front sweeps through. Most of the precipitation is really spotty over northern Utah early on Thursday and into the afternoon, so we're not talking major storminess, but the temperature drop, 20 to 25 degrees. It's going to be noticeably cooler on Thursday and Friday. Now tonight, we're dealing with clouds, temperatures in the 80s all the way through 9 o'clock, dropping into the 70s by 10. Our sunset tonight is at 7:44, and we'll see partly cloudy skies overnight. During the day tomorrow, partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions over the state, although we will see the winds and we will see a little bit of that smoke filter in from the south. We've got some of the fires burning over towards California, Nevada, and some of that smoke will come in. 7-day forecast for St. George, not much of a drop. I mean, we'll go from the upper 90s to the low 90s, definitely not as dramatic as what we'll see here in the north, but windy tomorrow and then cooler as we head through the first of next week with some 80s in the forecast for St. George. In northern Utah tonight, we'll see partly cloudy skies. We'll keep a few clouds around tomorrow, but we'll decrease some of those thunderstorms with that south wind. The wind will whip throughout the day, high of 91. Temperatures are going to then crash from the 90s to the 70s for 2 days, lows in the 50s. The weekend, delightful. Mid-80s is average, a little above, and then next week, another cool down, 70s, and a chance for some rain coming in as we head through next Tuesday.
Well, I guess it is September, right?
Yeah.
So we got to remember that.
Season of change.
All right, thanks a lot.
We'll be right back.